taped up. Dashdavaa was for a while the number 2, maybe even number 3 at under 60 kilos for Mongolia, but he's looking to make that the number 1 spot now, especially as his teammate Davidosh Tumukhelig moved up to 66. He's not going to see 60 kilos again, so that's given him a little bit of space.
Yes. All of the players, as they coach with you, as they've been given a different geese. I think they both.
Yeah, no coach around. I think it's better than giving a hand sokumake to the fighter. You know, say, okay, you've failed to turn up with a gi that fits. We're going to give you one of ours, but unfortunately, your coach is going to have to go and sit up in the stands. That's the penalty that you'll pay.
Yes. What I don't understand, sometimes it suits the criteria at the morning, but not by the evening. So that's a bit strange for me, but
it's not an exact science, is it? And really, when you're relying on something that much, it should be. Talking about the size of the gi, they measure the size of the gi that the fighter is wearing each time they come to compete. So for every fight, they go through judogi control, and it's measured to make sure that no one's wearing a gi that doesn't meet a set.
Certain criteria.
Anyway, both of these have got one of ours on, so we know they've passed muster. They're ready to go. Yeah, I'm not that sure that Milous has got the same kind of competition at 60 in France that Dashdavaa has got at 60 in Mongolia. Ganbat Bolbata at 60.
It's pretty safe for Milous, isn't it, in France?
Yeah,
or not?
Pretty much. 66 would be a lot more tricky, a lot trickier.
Being packed now lately.
Just thinking, where is Gunbold Kerlan in that group? And then, of course, you've got a couple of others. They're all in that top group as well. Ganbat Bolbata we mentioned already. Gunbold Kerlan I just mentioned there. There's one other that I'm thinking of, another Mongolian.
That was nice.
Dashdavaa on the board. Dashdavaa is the number 5 in the world. Ganbat Bolbata is number 4. So
it's really close.
Milous might be forgiven for not expecting to go over for that. And Dashdavaa is just complaining to the referee there that Milous had the hands on the inside. I'm missing one of the Mongolians. It's beginning to annoy me, his name.
Chagbata.
No, at 60 kilos. Just too many of them to keep
to keep on track. Yeah. But I think you're doing really well. Even
they did have. Well, that's a nice comeback, isn't it, from Milous with that makikomi. It's not the most attractive of techniques, but hey,
it did the job.
When it goes on the scoreboard, it doesn't say attractive or unattractive.
Exactly.
It just says Wazari. And there it is. Couldn't get off it. Minute 20 odd
And
left
Milous
to
is
go.
leading now because Dashdavaa has a Judo.
Chimid Yondan Bolbata, that was the other one.
Okay.
Slightly lower down at 81 on the world ranking list, but that's way off as far as the skill level is concerned. Chimid Yondan is a really good fighter. So they've got Riches at under 60 kilos. Threatening again. It's time to go left-sided. But the first movement from Milous is to go down, and he gets lower and lower and lower in an attempt to try and avoid getting picked up by Milous. He doesn't want to get countered, so he likes to stay low, and it's in staying low that he begins to fall away from his opponent, and that makes it hard to finish off a good technique. He caught Dashdavaa the first time round. Now he's also given up a penalty there. Second time that Dashdavaa has complained about Milous locking fingers with him. There's a hand slap there to say,
No
okay, maybe it was
penalty.
by accident, but
Yeah.
oh, this is what Milous didn't like. Uchigari just manages to step off. That looks so dangerous when he gets in there really, really
Yes.
close. And he walked onto that. He was so lucky to end up on his knee. The left knee went down and he didn't turn over. He was
That
so
would have
lucky.
been a big one if Milous gives the grip.
Still haven't come up with the best shot yet of that, but Dashdavaa was so desperate to get forward that he almost gave Milous a gift there. We're going to have a little bit of extra time here. Golden score. Both fighters breathing heavy, but they're well conditioned. You can see that. No one's dying out there. We've still got a little bit left in the tank.
Them, yes.
It's not one of those really physically bruising battles where they can hardly stand up.
No.
This is quite a, okay, you can say tactical, but it's quite technical. It's not the technically most attractive, but
No, but
both
at least they are attacking and like,
yeah,
trying to
yeah,
throw.
both giving it a good go, and we've only had two penalties in the 5 minutes, so that's pretty good.
That's very good, yeah.
There's the Oichi again from Dashdavaa. He tries to work the pickup. He's
And
going to
the
have, yeah,
arm,
the arm. Yeah. So what's the complaint this time from Dashdavaa? It's something that he's seen that he hasn't liked, but I can't understand what it is. That looked like a missed Ojigari. They rolled. The arm lock was applied.
Yes.
Fine.
And he countered. Milous
for me.
countered him, so.
Yeah, and you can't say that it was applied when outside the area, because we know it was applied outside the area, but it was okay because that action
It was
went.
continued from
Yeah,
an action.